Hey, welcome to another episode of Men on Scandal.
Yeah.
As we review the episode Vermont is for Lovers 2. I'm Tony Scott. That's Troy Johnson. That's Mark Clark. And, man, where do you begin, man? It turns out that Olivia Pope and Associates are hot on Quinn's trail, man.
Man. Robin is screwing up already.
Man, they've already, know where to look. I mean, they already had the picture of the dead security guard that Quinn killed.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's just a matter of time, as we find out later in the episode. Also, early on, we found out that James got a job.
Yes.
Yeah.
So did Cyrus, it turns out.
Yeah, he got a job, all right.
Yeah.
What kind of job are you talking about?
James should know anytime Cyrus is playful, it's bad news, man.
Yeah.
He should know that, huh?
He's his husband, but he's gullible. It's like he really loves me. Cyrus is giving me some good advice right now.
But the question is Cyrus that good of a manipulator, or is James that gullible? Or is it a combination of both?
James is what's known as a gay blonde.
No, that's just wrong.
Gay blonde.
He's a blonde dude. I mean, it's like, come on, man. Come on. Stay with us, man. Come on, man. He's a good guy, man, but man.
Yeah.
He's very gullible. But it seems like well, we'll talk about that later because there's some more to deal with their relationship coming up.
Yeah, that's true. Now, Shonda Rhimes tweeted earlier this evening, "Don't eat anything until after the first break." And she said, she says, "Trust me on this," right? Mm-hmm. And it turns out she's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Because what Mama Pope did, Mama Pope, I guess when Eli says you're not going to see your daughter,
right?
She decided that she was going to take her own life. And she didn't have anything to slit her wrist with, so she was eating her wrist.
Man,
I got to hand it to you. Man, you can go out.
Wow.
Who switched the scripts for Walking Dead? It was like watching Walking Dead. What happened? She's a zombie.
Wow.
And she was eating her wrist like it was some chitlins for real. She was like, anytime you stop and chew and pause, she was like,
I need that hot sauce.
Damn. And had little wrist. It was like a little wrist. It was like a little neck bone. And she didn't have taken that much.
Neck bone. Oh, she didn't have a hamburger.
It was tough.
Not a hamburger. No. No. Now, I got to say this. For someone who has been locked up for 20 years, I got to say this. I got to be real honest with you, man.
Break it down, man.
Mama Pope's hair is pretty bumping for someone who... I mean, does someone come in and do it twice a month, or what's the deal on that? Her hair looks pretty good for someone who's been locked up for 20 years.
Right, she gets a sedative and a washing set. Every week. No doubt.
I got two words, baby. Hawaiian silky.
No. Or maybe she just got good hair.
She got good hair, man. Better than before she disappeared. Looking good now.
She was rocking that little rat tail, though. She didn't have a long rat tail. I mean, that's a 20-year rat tail for you.
Well, that's a 20-year rat tail. You think it'd be longer, though.
And you know what, Tony, I got to give the show credit. This started with a bang. They started with a bang. I want to see my baby. It was like they came in strong.
Strong. Yeah. Now, Quinn is trying to get this hard drive that has the video footage of her killing that security guard that she didn't mean to kill. Mm. So she gets a hard drive. She goes undercover as some sort of technician, and she gets it, and then she turns around and walks away, and who's standing right there walking by Jake. So Jake sees her, says, "What are you doing? What are you doing?
Screwing up. Blowing it."
I mean, she can't win, man. She can't win.
She'd say, "This is not," as Mark would say, "this is not a game. There are levels to this."
There are levels to this, son.
Those are Mark Clarkisms.
Why? That's my World Star hip hop lingo. Hey,
I got you, man.
So Jake, why would she give Jake the video?
You know what? I don't. He held his hand out, so I guess she just handed it to him.
Like what? Like I didn't understand what was going on.
That's what you do. Here you go. I want to get caught. Thank you.
I mean, don't give him the hard drive. I mean, if he puts his hand out there, he'll scratch his palm. Take one for the team. What? Now we got a new terminology alert.
Uh-oh.
Because David tells Abby, you and the other Pope heads. Yeah. So now we got gladiators and we got Pope heads.
And you got poped. You got Pope head.
Yeah.
We gotta get these men on Scandal t-shirts out, man.
Yeah, we got to crank them out, man.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah, it is time.
Hashtag men on Scandal.
That's right.
I guess we don't really own anything though. So anyway.
Well,
you don't have to own nothing, man.
We could break off Shonda.
Yeah. She's our Twitter. She is following us now, so.
So we get we'll what is it? There'll be 4 of us. She'll get 75%, and we have to split 25.
That'll work.
Mark and I are used to making deals like that.
That's my life.
Man, Melly and Cyrus are setting Sally up like really, really good.
Yeah.
And Cyrus has no soul at all. I'm convinced of that now.
Well,
yes.
Well, what? Well, I guess say, well, we find he has a soft spot though.
Yeah.
Don't mess with his man candy.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Oh, big and bad.
Yeah.
Somebody gets up in your candy jar now.
Well,
Cyrus.
All the way up in the candy jar.
So the president calls Olivia and says, "You know what? I need an hour. Give me an hour." She's like, "No, we got nothing to talk about. Give me an hour." No, she hangs up on him. And then she smashes her crack pipe, a.k.a. her phone.
Yeah.
The one phone she has dedicated to the press. She has 2 phones, right? One for him and one for everybody else. Yeah. And she smashes it, really for nothing.
She smashed it because she knew she was getting a new iPhone S. The 5S. Shit, that was the old phone. She doesn't like to recycle.
Contract was up.
Yeah. And, she could have just thrown it to the ground. She hit it with a vase or something. She was hit it with a Grammy or something. It was like
a paperweight, something.
A Grammy.
A Grammy.
A trophy of some kind. I was like, what the hell is going on in there? Just throw it down. Throw the phone down, girl.
Just put it in water.
And that phone was an old phone. That was like a 1987. It was kind of thick.
You can open a garage with it.
Yeah. Now, okay, so Mama Pope, who we need to call her name is Maya, right? Maya Lewis. She didn't take Eli's last name, but we all call her Mama Pope. When Mama Pope told Eli at the end of last week's episode and the beginning of this week's episode that she wanted to see Olivia, and he says that's impossible, and she says make it happen, I bet she didn't think that he would make it happen by just showing her pictures.
Right.
That's the last thing she expected.
That's all you're going to get.
That's all you're going to get. And old pictures because, press clippings at that.
Man, she basically shut him down. Let that be a lesson. Dads, don't even try it. She been in jail for 20 years.
Yeah.
But still was checking him.
Yeah.
Where the pictures at? You see her every year. Ain't got no damn pictures. I got his press clippings. He was like, you might be.
What did he do, man? What did he say?
He didn't have anything for her. Where the damn pictures at? You see her every year.
Man,
I like how that scene devolved so quickly. They were having a good time.
Yeah, he took off his jacket. He put his hand on her shoulder. They were laughing.
Oh, look at that! Look at little Olivia. Wait a minute, where the damn real pictures at? This is all from the newspaper. Oh, ain't no damn pictures, girl. Something wrong with you.
Doctor.
Yeah. A sedative. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Man, I thought that we were going to have a moment there.
Well, you know what? And props to Candy Alexander. First of all, last week when she turned around from that sleep when we first saw her and she rolled up.
Yep.
Where's my dog? Whatever she said.
Yeah.
That look was dead on, man. And so tonight she brought the heat again. So
yeah.
props for picking her to be the mother, because I think she can really bring. She's obviously bringing the heat.
Yeah, I agree. Now Fitz got his hour with Olivia.
Yeah.
I mean, he sent one of his Secret Service detail guys to her with a picture. It was a picture of her and her dad. What was the significance of that picture?
Because Fitz now knew that that's her dad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't know. He didn't
know for sure.
She didn't know. She didn't know he didn't know, or she didn't know he did know. But now she knew he knew.
Yeah. Earth shattering,
right? So Fitz tells Olivia they're at this house in Vermont, and he tells her, "This is your house. I had this house built for you."
Yeah,
that's a Tony Scott. Tony Scott.
Did you hear that?
Right there.
Did you hear that?
What?
Panties dropping.
It's a Tony Scott move right there.
You know what? That is not a Tony Scott move.
Tony Scott move. You know, Tony, we know that's how Tony rolls. I built this for you.
Yeah.
Tony's nickname is Monopoly. Where you want it, baby? North Carolina Avenue? Baltic?
No.
What?
Stop it. Well, but boy, when he said I built that house for you, man, I was like, oh, there she goes.
Right. Well, and I think that's right. I think there are certain moments with this where I think the male-female perspective, where there's definitely a line in the sand, and I think that right there, I think men and women kind of look at that totally different. Like, so the fact that he said I built the house, that was like, you could feel all the women go, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I think, and all the guys are almost like, it's like a game light on, like game, right?
Game, set, match.
Yeah. And we can hear women like, oh, because I don't think we're not really buying it. Guys aren't buying it, but because that house made her forget everything. Mama dead, whatever happened, you shot down with my family. Oh, and then there go the panties. So
there go the panties. So I will never listen to "Ain't No Sunshine" the same way again.
When a soul song comes on this show, something's gonna happen.
That wasn't an R&B song.
Moments are built around 60s and 70s soul music. Yeah,
that was soul music right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, Bill Withers, man. That was never a song you would make love to. But apparently Shonda changed the rules on us, man.
Yeah. Even Bill Withers said damn.
Damn. And the cool thing about it is, for someone like me, is that song is only 2 minutes long.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Perfect for me.
Well, hey, looks like
TMI.
Well, I like the fact that
if he did a remix, you're in trouble.
I'm in trouble on the remix, man.
I like the fact that the president wasn't just going traditional on this. He was
he
was going. He was going the old.
There was a couple of look backs. It was a look back.
Yeah, a couple twerk, a little donkey, and a little powwow.
He went Zane's the jump off on that, man.
Yes.
Well, you know what's up when you see somebody looking over their shoulder back at you,
and turn around and blink.
Yeah, right. This is on network television.
That's right. It sure was.
And I tell you what, Olivia Pope's lips. Woo, boy, I tell you.
Well, I mean, Kerry Washington is just a unbelievably gorgeous woman.
Yes.
I mean, she just is. So now let's move forward a little bit, because
by the way,
Quinn.
Before we move on, this episode is also known as Not About Melly.
Right.
After that sex scene, it was not.
It was not about Melly
at all.
But you know what? She knew.
She did know, didn't she?
She knew. Called the president. Called Olivia Pope. And after there was no answer, she just turned around and walked away, threw her hand up. Talk to the hand. Man, but Quinn had a chance to kill Charlie, and she didn't do it.
Yeah.
She should have just walked. She should have walked up to him when she pulled that gun out. She should have just fired it then.
But
don't talk. Don't say I should shoot you. Just shoot him.
But he was right. He was right though when she hesitated. He said something that resonated. You can kill me. They're going to find you anyway, and they're going to kill you. So, I mean, basically, if you're not bold enough to do it, you're right. Then you're not ready to play in this game anyway.
And that's her booty call anyway. So,
I mean, he hasn't hit it yet, though.
Well,
matter
of time.
Yeah,
I don't know how much is be left.
Yeah. Well, so here we are.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah, here we are. The next morning, after Fitz and Olivia spend a night of passion together, ain't no sunshine when she gone. That, oh man, Fitz tells Olivia that he loves her, but he has to stop Eli. Mm-hmm. Right, and she says he must have put it on her pretty good because she says, "Do what you got to do." Yeah. We're talking about her daddy.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta kill your daddy, and I guess he put it down so good the night before that she was like, "Well, do what you gotta do."
Yeah. Gotta go.
I mean, he showed her the jam room.
Yeah. Well, he was trying to get her upstairs, wasn't he? He kept talking about the ceilings upstairs are different, and I had an artist do some work up there. He couldn't get her upstairs, so he went for it downstairs.
Worked just fine.
Yeah,
he had one of those. What do they call those straps that hangs from the ceiling?
I don't know what those are, man.
Some upstairs. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know what they're called. I'm asking you guys.
I have no idea.
Mark ain't saying nothing. A swing, whatever. It's a swing, but it's some kind of
a trapeze.
I think they call it a swing.
A swing.
Swing. Yes.
So the last thing Olivia says before she leaves the Vermont house is, "Don't sell the house."
That's right.
Not yet.
Not yet.
So clearly, he's back in her good graces.
Clearly, she's no fool. She understands the housing market today. She knows the good value of a property.
You know what's good about this show is, though we know it's a TV show, you really could see those guys like together having a family. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's what makes you buy into a series is they do match up. They do have chemistry. You could see them having some pretty little mixed babies running around. Oh, yeah. Poor Melly. Oh well. I still got some emotions for Melly. I still feel, but it's almost like, oh well.
Yeah. So early on in the show, when the woman who was running, what's her name? Marcus.
Yeah.
Josie Marcus.
Josie, yes.
When that whole episode happened with this laptop and stuff, and then her sister made this press conference and said some things, and then Harrison went over there and shut it down. There was a point there, and I don't exactly remember what point it was, but I told my wife he's going to hit that.
Mm-hmm. You foresaw that, Tony?
Man,
what was it? Then, what happened? Was there
just the way when she said "Are you going to stay here and babysit me?" That's when it was.
See, Tony, I think he hit it before. That's why he did it with such force. He was telling what you're gonna do because he had already. Oh. I think they already hooked up.
Oh, you think they already hooked up?
Yeah, because he was kind of. He kind of came out. He kind of came kind of hard.
I'm sorry.
Hello.
Now, how would you know that? What episode were you watching?
I'm just saying, man. When he checked her, he checked her very intimately, as if he knew her. He knew her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm with you.
I could see that.
Either way, I felt the same way, Turn. Like, okay, they were probably, and sure enough, they were. So.
Yeah. Sure enough, yeah.
And she, you know what? She overachieved because she's a funny looking little girl. She's kind of. She's funny looking. She's funny looking, and she knows it. So.
Well, So Jake's back at the office. Olivia's back at the office. And he says, "I tried to call you last night." She goes, "Yeah, I was busy." He was like, "I told you."
Yeah, Jake. Man, bam.
He's back down to second string again, man.
But it's cool because she was checked. She was like, okay. Yes. Don't say nothing. Yep. Say nothing.
Man, that's worse than the Alex Smith, Colin Kaepernick quarterback controversy last year with the 49ers, man. One's on the bench, and one comes in, he stays in, then he gets sent to the bench, and the other one comes in.
But I think Jake understands his role, though. I give him props for that. He knows I can't compete as president.
Yeah,
you know?
well,
I'm just get in where I fit in.
But he's trying to compete, though. I mean, he's not trying to be second fiddle. There's a lot of, it's too much there. I mean, it's your Navy buddy / he's the president / you two are bone in the same chick.
Well, but see, that's the dynamic, though. It's not like a buddy thing, like we are. It's the president. So there's that line. That line, you know, and that's being, you know, when your buddy's the president, it don't matter how much of a buddy you are. It's still a different dynamic.
Yeah. But they were friends before he was president. I mean, you know.
But him being president changes the whole thing, though, because now you will address me as the president.
Well, but to me, what really changes it, though, as far as the relationship with Olivia, is the fact that how she feels about him, and he happens
about who?
About the president.
Okay.
Yeah, Jake's not in. He knows he's not in the running for this, really, because it's the feeling she has for the president, Fitz, who happens to be the president. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we've all been in that. We've been in that situation before, where you know you may have a girlfriend that you know what I mean. You really like her, but she don't like you want her to like you.
And why is she always fine?
And right. Yeah.
Why she always fine? It's like fine, like Beyonce or something, and she goes, "Oh, you're such a good friend."
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Damn."
Yeah.
That's the last thing you want to hear.
Yeah. And if you're honest, you know it. See, we're the kind of guys that know it. See, that's what separates us. Some guys, they just try to act like, no, we know it. We're like,
yeah, we know.
She gone. Yeah, she gone.
So as it turns out, Candace, the one Harrison was sleeping with, the sister-daughter of Josie Marcus, she's the one who set this whole laptop missing in the hands of the competition thing. She set the whole thing up.
Yeah.
Right? So Olivia tells Josie Marcus, you're going to have to fire her. It's going to tell the American public, the American people, that A, you don't stand for any of that, not even when it's from your own family or your staff. And B, it's going to show that you do the right thing no matter what. Right? So she goes, you're right, I'm going to do that. So they call the press conference. Josie goes out there and says that the whole thing was my idea and I'm withdrawing my nomination to run for president.
Yes.
That's not what Olivia Pope wanted her to do, but she wasn't going to throw her sister-daughter under the bus.
Yeah.
Even though she was more than within her rights to do so because it was her sister who did it.
I think
loyalty or stupidity?
I think she had too much there was too much baggage between her and her daughter / sister. Mm-hmm. So first of all, I gave birth to you, but I acted like you were my sister. My bad. So you got us in, ankle deep in some S. But I think she was like, how am I going? She would probably, I'm sure her daughter would say something to the effect that I was doing it for you. I'm trying to help you. Mm-hmm. And I think she probably had to just bite the bullet, if I fire her, then our relationship is over with. Our relationship is bigger than the presidency.
Right.
Yeah. That's those, those Midwest values, man, Right.
Plus,
the girls been through enough.
Plus, Olivia's got to go back and work for Fitz's campaign at some point.
on
the TV show.
Melly tells Fitz they should take another run and try and hire Olivia again.
Yeah.
Poor Melly. Melly's like, he's got that old thing back.
She didn't call her a whore, though. She did not call her a whore.
No.
I just knew she was going to call her that because she always calls her that.
Yeah. She's changed, man. She's changed, man.
Well, she had to give it a rest this week.
Yeah.
She calls her a whore when she knows he's not sleeping with her.
Right. Okay. So Cyrus's husband, James.
Poor James.
Cyrus gets him the job to interview the vice president for a profile. Now, Cyrus knows all along that James is a gay man also who's in the closet because he's married to the vice president, a woman. And James takes it hook, line, and sinker. He's excited about the opportunity. The first meeting they get together in the vice president's office, it doesn't go well. It's kind of stiff because, you know, he's uptight, it's formal, it's in a formal setting and that kind of thing. So Cyrus says, hey, you should wear this new V-neck you got,
Man.
you know, and go to his place, you know, give him some brandy, loosen him up, and then ask him the questions.
I mean, who can resist the plum V-neck? Everybody knows that. Though he did rock it with a gray shirt, which I don't know if I, you know.
Yeah, well, you know, man.
Troy, you're the fashion guy. Troy, I don't know about that, right? Yeah.
Well, you know. I mean, it's 2013. You can ease it up a little bit.
Little bit.
Yeah.
So dude makes his move on James.
First of all, though, wait a minute. Cyrus telling his husband what to do to open another man up. We saw that. That's what the man said. I'm just saying. Y'all gonna pretend like you didn't see that? Okay. All right. Fine.
And you know,
open him right up.
As men, and I'm not saying this. Hey, I have a problem with the whole gay thing. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No.
But it would be hard to be gay to hear guys ramble about themselves. You know, like he was talking about his old football day, his old whatever days. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, man, it would just be. Could you just imagine, like, to have to hear that all the time? Lord,
man.
You know, like just me, I, and then her.
So is that dude typecast or what, man? The guy, the vice president's husband, because he was gay on the Dynasty about 20 years ago.
He's good at it.
Now he's gay again. I mean, you know, so we fast forward just a little bit here, and we find out, well, James makes it back home, and he says, I got to take a shower, don't wait up.
Man.
And then all of a sudden...
We all know what that means.
Yes. Yeah, that's the whole universal thing, man.
Yeah. Don't wait up and take a shower? Wow.
Because you're supposed to, I've heard you're supposed to take a shower before you go home.
Oh, is that true, Tony? You heard that? Okay. All right.
That's what I heard.
That's what you heard, man?
That's what I heard.
Yes.
You don't take a shower once you get home because that's the red flag.
Well, apparently there were no shower facilities.
And you know what? And speaking of shower facilities, Livy didn't hit no shower either.
No.
With her stinking butt. Okay? Okay? You're going to put that dress, you're going to put your outfit back on and get on that helicopter.
But
she was flying by herself.
Helicopter.
And the morning breath.
Right. Just, let me get on to work. Okay.
You know, breath smell like hot dog water.
Man.
Oh,
you know. So James, who texted those pictures to Cyrus? Did James do it or who did it?
Remember, you had the guy in the tree just take the images. Come on, Tony, stick with us, man. Stick with us.
Okay. I got you now.
Remember,
Okay,
like somebody in the tree or somebody, take images of.
Yeah,
I got you. So those kind of images, but.
Well, apparently not, because Cyrus saw those pictures and now he's crying. Now he's upset.
Yes.
But that's what he gets.
Yes. He saw his husband in the room with a man who was making the Marvin Gaye face while he kneeled before him. So
Marvin Gaye face.
You know that "Let's Get It On" face, Troy.
Let's get it on.
Wait, what was that, Troy?
That one right there. You do not want your husband to be, No.
Well, let's go back. Let's go back a little bit at how odd this all is, because Melly had a conversation about this whole potential hookup. Like,
well, she put the bug in the vice president's husband's ear that Cyrus and James are in an open marriage.
That's right. And then, but when Cyrus and Melly talked, she was being reflective about, your mate being in compromising positions, and Cyrus said, "Your husband is not my husband."
Yeah,
man. And that was cold.
That was cold.
That was cold. That was cold.
We're gonna see Ice Cube is gonna pop up on that one.
Yay!
That's cold. That is cold.
So
let that be a lesson, women, because some of y'all know y'all do the same thing. My husband, don't ever brag on your husband, okay?
No.
Ladies, don't ever brag on your husband.
So did James have hot, lovely relations with dude?
Or did they set
because he felt vulnerable? Did he do it because he figured out Cyrus was behind it? Do you want to teach Cyrus a lesson?
Yeah.
Did they really have hot, lovely relations? What's the deal? I mean, he made the Marvin Gaye face, so clearly something happened.
My initial thought was that they staged it.
Staged it?
But I mean, when I saw it, I'm like, he reflected on what is getting ready to actually happen. Mm-hmm. I'm here with the vice president's husband, and maybe to some degree he's thinking I'm a journalist, or my credibility could be on the line. But I don't know. My initial thought was they didn't do anything, but then the Marvin Gaye face, maybe they did. I mean, he kind of had that look on, like, love you.
Yeah.
Like,
man.
All
those daggers.
Yeah,
man.
there was some, he's like he said, don't wait up for me. I'm going to take a shower. He was very terse,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cyrus.
Good word.
Cyrus was like, okay, what's going on here? Oh, here's some pictures for me.
Yeah.
That's my pie.
Well, since you used the word terse, we have to pay extra now to YouTube now. So,
terse.
What you gotta do, man?
Sorry.
Hey, Huck,
thank God his text messages are so big too. Thank God.
Hey, don't mine are that big.
only 2 letters at a time.
What do you have your phone set on, Tony?
What?
Newspaper headline?
Yes, I do. Because I have horrible vision. Yes, I do. I do. I'm not ashamed to say it. Yes, my vision is horrible. I wear trifocals, and I can't wear them now because none of my 3 levels on my glasses fit this distance we're doing now between the screen and the camera. So I have to take them off.
Tony wears bifocals. Why mess around with all these damn glasses?
The show is about scandal, not about my vision. Stop it. So Huck slides the picture because I think he knew for a while that it was Quinn who killed the security guard, and he's in the apartment, Quinn's apartment. She sees the picture, she knows he's in there, and he says, "We have to find out who you're working for." And then you see the kit.
Yes. Man,
needle nose pliers, regular pliers,
yes,
all kinds of just instruments that he uses when he has to.
When he's getting his whiskey.
Yes, when he's getting his whiskey.
He's about to get it cracking.
Man, and she knows what that's about.
She knows all about it. Woo!
Did you see a Slim Jim? She had all the equipment and a little Slim Jim. I guess when he get tired, get something to eat. Just
messing with Sasquatch.
That's right. So torture, you get hungry.
Man, you can work up my appetite torture to somebody. So we're back to where Mama Pope is. She's getting ready to be moved because Eli told the doctor give her a sedative before we move her.
Move the prisoner.
Yeah, move the prisoner. So the doctor comes to Mama Pope and says, "I'm going to give you a sedative. It's you're going to be all right." And this is where we find out there's something about her. She's an agent. She's some sort of trained agent because she took dude's clothes and the needle was still, what was it, in his neck?
Damn.
And she's gone. And Eli knows she's gone.
Yes. And
I think he knows how dangerous Maya Lewis is when she's loose. And now she's been locked up for 20 years, so I guess you multiply that times 20.
How the hell he knew what was up. He used to watch her on CSI Miami.
Now, how did she figure out where Olivia was in the street?
She's a bad chick.
She kept one of them press clippings.
So finally she gets what she wants. She wanted to see her daughter. Now she gets to see her daughter. Mm-hmm. And Olivia recognizes the voice right away. Mm-hmm. And Olivia looks like she's about to pass out, guys.
Yes.
And who amongst us wouldn't be the same way? We think our mama's dead. That she died when I'm 12 years old, and all of a sudden she's standing, just feet away from me.
Yeah.
Well, why would you be scared of her though? I don't understand. Why would you be scared?
She doesn't know her.
Well, then how would you know her voice?
Olivia.
My
lady.
I don't know, but that's how
her mom looks like. I mean, she knew it was her mom.
Yeah.
Instantly when she saw her. Yeah, I mean, in the trailer for next week, or there's the little tease. She was frightened to have her mother in the house with her. Like, my mom is in my house. This woman I haven't seen for 20 years is in my house. I don't know who she was talking to.
Well, she needs to make up her mind. What do you want? You want your mama or you don't want your mama? Make up your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Olivia's not afraid to have white men in her apartment, but she's afraid to have a mama in her apartment. Random white guys up in there all the time. It's like a damn merry-go-round up in that place.
Oh, no.
I'm playing, Olivia. I'm playing. Glad he's so mad at me.
Don't punk out now.
I'm joking.
You already roll with it.
So that's the episode. Vermont is for Lovers 2. So there you go. That's our recap. If you want to leave comments, you can. We got an email address. Address comments at menonscandal.com.
Tony,
they're off next week for Thanksgiving. Huh?
Did we see Huck lick somebody's face in the preview, Troy?
Yeah. That's his thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Quinn's face.
That was Quinn's face. Yes.
Wow.
Man.
He was about to snap into a Slim Jim.
That is Men on Scandal. If you give this a thumbs up, it helps. If you subscribe, that's even better. Next week is Thanksgiving, so there won't be a show. So we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Men on Turkey.
Men on Turkey, yes.
They'll be all over it.
Yeah, we'll review that. So, I'm Tony Scott. Huh?
Tony, before you close this out, we have to give major props to ABC2 in Baltimore.
Yes.
They did a story on Men on Scandal.
Yes.
That we'll share on talking360.com, and kind of our first if you'd like to see how we operate behind the scenes, it kind of gives you a little sense of how this all came together.
Yeah, because we are truly in 3 different locations in 2 different parts of the country.
Yeah.
So Mark and Troy are on the East Coast, and I'm in the Midwest. So we thanks to technology, we're able to pull this off. So
that's right.
And now we are worldwide. So
right.
I'm Tony Scott. That's Troy Johnson, and that's Mark Clark, and we are Men on Scandal. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.